Hey, and welcome to the 130th edition of Quote Scribbling Question, your weekly leadership development fix from me, Matt the Coaching Guy. This week we'll be talking about complacency in leadership. But let me start with a quick story. When I was growing up, like most kids, I was forever losing things. They were always in the house somewhere, I just couldn't remember where I'd put them. So most days I would shout up to mum or dad, have you seen the object that I was missing? But without fail, they'd always come back with questions like, have you looked, or where was the last time you had it? And to which I confidently reply, I've looked everywhere. Then they'd sigh, they'd get up, wander around, and more often than not, it was right there, in plain sight. Now my dad, God rest his soul, would use a saying, which is none so blind as those who have eyes that cannot see. And as a kid, it just sounded like one of those things that dads would say. But as I got older and established myself in leadership, it all made sense. Because I see the same thing happening all of the time. Give it 12 months in role and things begin to slip. Standards, leaders become more accepting of behaviours that they wouldn't have tolerated before. They stop really looking and start assuming. They rely on what's always worked, even when it's no longer working. They lose the ability or willingness to see what's right in front of them, or worse, they choose not to see it. And that is complacency. And the impact of that is you lose the room, the team starts to silently quit. Performance might hold for a while, but underneath it's unfolding. And by the time you've decided to act on it, the lift required is just enormous. So here's your quotes for this week. Complacency is the forerunner for failure, Colin Powell. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces part people into thinking they can't lose, Bill Gates. The biggest room in the world is the room of improvement, Helmut Schmidt. And without continual growth and progress, such words as improvements, achievements, and success have no meaning, Benjamin Franklin. And so here's your quibble for this week. I don't know how to get back in control. And it's simple, but it's not easy, and it starts with you. Be honest with your team, properly honest. Own where things have failed, not because of them, because of how you've been leading. That moment of ownership matters more than you think. Then, re-establish your non-negotiables. Go back to what made you effective in the first place and protect it. Reset your priorities. Not everything is important. Decide what actually matters now and then let go of the rest. Audit your diary. Where are you truly adding value and where are you just showing up? And build your rhythm. Team time, one-to-ones, performance conversations. Do the basics consistently. Say no or not now. Every yes has a cost. Start treating it that way. Invite challenge back in, ask your team what you're not seeing and then listen. Reconnect to your standards. What does great actually look like now? And be clear, then hold it. Act early, lift the lid, make it a shared responsibility to improve. Simplify, strip back the noise, the process, the reporting, the meetings that exist out of habit, not value. And then fix the structure. Make sure you've got the right capability in the right place and give people the exposure to grow. And one more thing, give yourself some credit. You've earned the role. Now earn the right to stay there or use this as a platform for what's next. Because no one's coming to save you. And the sooner you decide to act, the sooner you can take back control. So here's your question for this week. If someone stepped into your role tomorrow, what would they stop, start, or challenge in the first 30 days? And why haven't you done it already? So thanks for reading this week's newsletter. Thanks. If you have any other topics you'd like to hear more about, do email me at matt@thecoachingguy.co.uk. And if you're ready to move from stretched to strategic in 90 days, creating more time, more energy, more impact, then let's find a way to work together. Book your free consultation. The link's in my bio. So have a great week. Bye for now.